friends, I'm Vishwas. Today we are going to do a hatching gradient class. How can we use a hatching and gradient in autocad? So basically I'm going to draw some structure like this, and then we have the circles over here. Okay, so here we have hatching. In a hatching, first of all, here you can see we have predefined type in which we got a bricks, cross, dot, limit, dots, earth, measure, and many ISO defined things like line, mud, net, etc. Okay, so just select whichever you want. Here we have gravel option also available here. So just select these things. Here we have angle option also. So I'm going with the bricks. Okay, so you can over here change the color also. Like I'm just going with the red one. Here this one is the angle at which you want to check, like the angle at which you implant the bricks at 25, and here the scale value which you want. Okay, so this one is at big point, so I'm going to just pick the point here. First of all, I'm just going to pick this one. So this one, okay, so the scale value of object is low, so just after pressing enter you can change the scale value. Like I'm going with the 10, and then you got a value over here. Okay, as you change the scale value, you can see here the value of this got changed. Here you can also provide the angle. I'm going with the 20, and here the angle is 25. Okay, so you can change the difference of angle. The bricks get inclined at 25 angles. Okay, enter. So to this here we have another options. Use current origin option and specify the origin. Okay, so if you want to specify the origin, click to set a new origin. Take a point where you want to set origin, just click over here and your point gets started from here. Okay, so after you can see from this point you got a your origin option. And next point, here we have add select object. So after these all settings you just click OK. Here we got our hatching. So some other options like to set the origin. Here I can show you how I'm going to set the origin. Just a red color, and I'm going to have a big point or a select object, and when you want to go with this, enter, and here specify origin, click over here. You can specify origin over here and then preview. Here you can see suggest provided some angle over here. Change the angle, it's 0, and the scale value is 25. Again, so here I just got a origin from this point. So this is how can we specify the origin point. By store as default origin, it takes by default the value of origin, the place of origin from where it gets started. Okay, so these are the another thing is in the hatching is that after pressing enter, so I'm going to define it in the hatching. Here we have some other options like annotative. Annotative is basically a scale value. Okay, so whenever you're going to change from here the annotation of a sheet, the value of these hatching also gets changed with that one. Okay, so this one is annotative. Here is associative. Associative means, so let me check it first. Select the things, and then this one, this one, this one, enter, and I'm going to place this one. So after, when I'm selecting a single one object like this, so they create a simple different kinds of hatching. So this one is happened because of create separate hatches. If I untick this one, then you can see the changes over here. They all get, you got a simple different hatching options with a different. Okay, so hatch enter. After placing hatch enter, here you can see over here in the hatching option it says separate. Okay, so pick some points like this one, and this one, enter. So what you can see over here, the change is that when I'm pressing, okay, the node, these all are kept selected separately. Okay, but if I'm going to create a hatching again, but after uncheck the create separate hatches with the associative, then you can see changes like this. Okay, so when I'm selecting a single one, the whole one gets selected. So this is the difference between associative and the create separate hatches. So here is another option in the hatching. Same behind boundary, I will tell this after the gradient one. Okay, so here you can also change the transparency of object, like I'm just making this one, and here I'm going to change the scale of it to 30, and that one to 0, and so I'm looking at preview, and then enter. Here you can change the scale value, and also you can drag this one over here, and here you got a preview like this. It gets transparent, means you just increase the opacity of the object. So this is the different way of this. So this is the basic things about the hatching. The next one is island option. In island one, I can show you how can we see it. Okay, so just go to place hatch here, and these are here. To see the other options, I can enter hatching. Here is the normal one. Select the object, select the mode, enter, and here we got a preview of normal one. Outer boundary and the inner boundary can hatch the interpreter and assign. Okay. Again, the next option is outer one. Select the outer one, select all objects. Here you can select all objects and enter, and you got a preview of outer one. Okay, so another one is ignore. In ignore sense, you just select the all objects, and the whole hatching boundaries get ignored, and you got this kind of hatching boundary. So this is the basic way how can we create a normal hatch. Then is the routine boundary option. You can just I just check over here, check it. It means I just create some routine boundaries. How can we see these out? So let me check it. First of all, delete this one. With the line command, I'm going to create some boundary criteria in which I'm going to create a hatching. Okay, so this one is a hatching with a multiple slides. You can select it separately, individually you can select it over here. Okay, so now I'm going to the hatching. Here I just create a check over here, and here you have polygon and reason options like boundary commands. Okay, so I'm going to create a hatch with a normal one, and add a big point in the middle one, and enter. And after this, just okay. So here we got a hatching over here. Now what's the changes? And I'm clicking over here and carry that with the move command and enter move command. Here you can see over here my hatching, and a new boundary will create it at the above of last one which one I created with the separate marker. So this is basically the benefit of hatching with retained boundaries. The next option, you can check it. I'm not going to close this boundary. There's some distances. Okay, so here hatch enter. Here we have option gap tolerance. What is gap tolerance? Gap tolerance is the value how much the computer is going to allow the gap between the clearance of boundary. So here we have a 10 value, so I'm going with a 10, add a big point. When I click over here, it asks to make the area is not closed, the boundary is not closed, and if you want to continue with the hatching, then you just continue with the hatch. So we got a continue hatching. So this is happened only due to the gap tolerance. If I create another boundary similarly like this, and the gap tolerance is same one, and now I'm going to give it a 0. Gap tolerance is 0. And I'm going to hatch it at a big point. So this one never get hatched due to the this one is not a closed boundary. So this is the option how to use the hatching. Some other commands in hatching like gradient. So for the gradient we have a shortcut GD enter for gradient. So if you use a GD enter gradient, you got a GD over here. So I just never told you hatching about this one drawer, so I'm going to tell you over here. So this one I'm just going to create some color patterns. If you want to create one pattern over here, you just change the colors from this one. Okay, and if you want to create a color pattern of two, and then you go this one. Okay, you can also provide an angle over here. It's a center. So I'm just going with a single one color and going to choose the color which one I want over here. You can choose the color over here. Okay, just add the point and this one enter, and all everything also same as according to the attachment. Okay, so this one is okay. So you can see here a hatching, but what the problem is over here, the hatching is behind the gradient. So I just want the hatching in front of the gradient. So for this, just click on my gradient and right click here. We have hatch edit option available. When I hatch at it, you can change the send to back, and then you got a preview. Enter, and then okay. And you can see in this way, with the help of drawdown, you can change the value of the draw order of the hatching and grading. So this is all about hatching and grading. Thank you, classes. See you again.